I'm Tim Malloy with the Palm Beach Civic Association. It is Tuesday, March the 31st, and here is the latest. We're working, of course, as you know, very closely with the town of Palm Beach, with police and fire rescue, and trying to keep you up to date on everything that's going on. Today, I did a wide-ranging interview this morning with Mayor Gail Coniglio, talking about social distancing and the failures in some regards on the island she's seen firsthand and what she wants to do about it. Also, her quest to get the local governments and state governments aligned with the town of Palm Beach, which has really been at the cutting edge of this from the very beginning and trying to police this and keep our residents safe. So it's fairly long. It's definitely worth listening to. We'll have more on the other side of this, including we'll direct you to an event that actually might cheer your heart a little bit. But first, let's go to Mayor Coniglio.
Having lived here for a really long time, as you have, shelter in place to me means there's a Category 5 hurricane off the coast. Get in your house and stay there. Is that where we are?
Well, I would say that is exactly where we are, Tim, with the exception that as for a hurricane, we all shelter in place because it is mandated. This is a shelter in place that, while it has been recommended by our governor, we as personal stewards need to take responsibility for that edict. Stay home, stay safe, use good hand washing. I am at some point very grateful for, again, this morning, the opportunity to enjoy the beauty and the calm of Palm Beach paradise. However, we're in an upside down world. And with the month extension of COVID precautions, I am grateful for the efforts and the precautions of the good stewards to protect one another. Neighbors helping neighbors and following safe social distancing to work together in our community and take individual responsibility to slow the virus spread and flatten the curve. Our community, because of our age and population, is even more at risk and in a vulnerable population for COVID. Safe precautions for sheltering at home is stay home. No more beach parties. No more cocktail parties. When you go to Publix, and we should be very grateful for them as a community partner. They've provided food, drink, and essentials to our family at a very fast pace, 24 hours, to keep us well fed and in our homes safely. But use precautions at Publix. Go as little as possible, having determined what your list may be so that you can get in and get out. A 6 feet wide distancing. They have provided now at this point additional safety measures with plastic covers at the checkout, but don't stand cart to cart at the checkout. Wear gloves. Wash your hands. Wash your hands frequently. Wash your hands with the happy birthday song so that you're cleaning under the nails and on between fingers. Only go outside to get fresh air. Clear your mind and get a little exercise or restock those essentials. But I had it referred this weekend to pod. Your pod is a very limited social pod. That may include your family. Now, all as you know, families may be larger than most at 30 plus. But we all need to do a better job starting today. How can we reduce that pod? Myself, I'll reduce the number of my family members that visit. Only one family at a time. We each need to take one more step to stay at home and protect one another. Please protect our fire rescue and police officers. They're the boots on the front line. The last thing we want to do is impact our medical caregivers. The rest of the town staff has done a remarkable, extraordinary job to be proactive. I have heard from my county and fellow city managers that the town of Palm Beach has been at the forefront of managing this way before the rest of our municipal leaders. We have put pressure on them to follow our lead. So I'm grateful for town staff. We will get through this together, and we will be a stronger community when it's over. But as we begin April, knowing that we are now in place until April 30th, take new additional measures. Please. I went to the beach this weekend, and there were spring breakers here. Many that I didn't recognize. The beach was packed. The beach was packed with people that were coming from other areas to visit it on our island paradise. Please don't bring visitors to our island. Please don't bring visitors to our island that will impact our health.
It's America. We're all in this together, but there were a lot of people from somewhere else, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of bicycles. You can't bring the bridges up, but you can encourage people to not come here. How do you thread the needle on that?
Constitutionally and from a global perspective, I have always believed that we should share the pristine beauty that we enjoy every day. However, these are different circumstances. These are circumstances where everyone is recommended to stay at home, but please don't bring your visitors from New York and New Jersey and states elsewhere out of town to the town of Palm Beach. The street on this weekend did look like a thoroughfare, and I certainly understand people's need to get outside and share in the beauty that we experience here in the town. But please don't bring them. There were spring breakers on the beachfront next door, which certainly are allowable to the residents in small groups, less than 10, but it was party. It was party time with the wave runners coming up and down the beach, onto the beach. It was a spring break party. Non-residents should not be on the beach. It is private property from that seawall to the mean high tide line. There should be no one below the water line in the ocean. There should be less traffic. It is our responsibility to remind the folks that want to come over and visit them that no, you are putting my friends, my neighbors, my family at risk. That's our job.
The mayor went on to say the town has done all that is legal and constitutionally possible to keep residents safe and hope that other local governments take a look at what we're doing.
Mayor, there's no doubt that Palm Beach was ahead of the game on this, and probably all of Florida. What would be the next step, and what are your concerns, and what could happen here?
Well, as the liaison and your mayor, my major job is outreach to the electeds and our legislative partners. Let me assure you that I have done that from day one. I've reached out to Palm Beach County, my counterpart, Mayor Steve Staines in West Palm Beach, sent letters to the governor, and spoken with our federal congresswoman. All of these efforts that we are trying to establish as part of our daily lives must be a coordinated, comprehensive effort. For the town of Palm Beach to shut down and not have our partners in West Palm or Palm Beach County do the same thing, we are only penalizing our own residents. The governor has the authority to announce ultimatum for a lockdown. We will abide by that lockdown and do whatever we can in our additional measures to protect the community. But at this point, we can only protect our community from within. Again, that is our responsibility. Please be smart, be safe, stay home.
We'll of course have updates as they come in through the day, and there are many to come through the afternoon. One concept which is powerful and important and good for probably all of us is this: a call for everyone in the town, maybe everybody in the country, but everybody in our town to tomorrow, April 1st, put a candle outside your home or in your window as support for the healthcare professionals who are sacrificing, some of them, their lives and working at great risk right now to try to take care of all of us. That includes our people too, here in town, our fire rescue, our police, and all the healthcare workers at the hospitals locally and all over the world. So you're encouraged to do this. We'll certainly do it in my house. Take care. It'll all get better. We'll talk to you tomorrow.